The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Down Raiders.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 11,
Henry Ruggs, 35 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Let's go, D. Let's go. 44 is
Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Reception here by Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And the Raiders
to throw, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
yards on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
Brady's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 60 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Down, Las Vegas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs, 49 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come.
Good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on for the point.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up.
Will set up for the 2.
Operating from the gun. Brady, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Jacobs.
Now Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Carr now on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
7-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Easy. That's the way. Let me go.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
44, Mike 44. Come to my work.
Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Carl try it again on second down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on third down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Brady. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just...
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Ronald Jones,
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. From the gun, Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Tampa. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady to throw again. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this this all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
His kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Buccaneers 41. Raiders 35.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the press, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Here we go. Shadow. Check. Mike 50.
Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. And Max 50, Max 50. I'm trying to collect.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
This is Destiny Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new Chris Boss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Boy, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey.
remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. Timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely
absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 18. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now, this is Johnson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Open down the middle of the field. And now the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert following the turnover. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
First down and goal to go.
On first down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert flush to his right. And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Coverage by Houston makes it 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Herbert throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Texans take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Complete.
That one good for 12 yards. And it'll make it second down.
Second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Finding Fells complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Texans.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Second and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Open man. The tight end fails. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Justin Jones there on the stop.
2 yards on.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. There, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Your face! Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 81 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they start the 2nd half with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson will manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Caleb Murray. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 11.
He may try and run for this. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The first throw here for the backup Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Third down and 15.
Herbert on third and long from his own end zone. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. He's got a first down past the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Here is Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man in the crossing route. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And remember, that drive started back at the 2, 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball is doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he's warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety, because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
On first and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's all alone. Tyrod Taylor. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. Now McCarron to try again after the pick six. Rolling to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always possible.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Hunter Henry. A gain of...
Herbert's going to throw it. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 40-yard attempt.
And the bowler's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. McCarron now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. McCarron with one final try. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride, too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 40 autos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. The Mercs at the gate, on site, red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter.
now it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, it's Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. Open man here. Sims complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Out of the gun, Smith. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception, Cousins. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DJ Waddle in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just beating the play clock. Smith. Off to Thomas on the left side.
Smith's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and long. It's Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
5-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 31-yard.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. A 1-yard pickup brings
play action now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, 68 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Smith. Flush to his right. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
Sets up the fourth down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, Smith, throw left side, complete. It's Thomas. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, Smith. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And out on the pitch, the ball's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's got daylight. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Nothing here. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't take on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Smith. He'll air this out, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Kelvin Harmon, 70 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Washington.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. Smith from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Washington, 11. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Cook. And not much much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Brings up second and
on second down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Smith on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They run. Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 12. Cousins. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Read it well, and it's picked. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Smith, operating from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ended up getting sacked.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's